Mm-hmm. Come on, YouTube, let's go. Okay. Basic stuff. Mic check, good. Okay. 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 Might be a while before I actually get to. Okay, for now the plan. Load in. File. Play it to the voice. Stream it in 0.5 second chunks. Blend 2 songs on game state transition, such as in battle, out of battle. Yep. That should be good. That should be good. Okay. Good verb is her. It's good. It's good. Okay, first music portion of that. Does it pack it in or not? That is a question. Pack. Wait. Yeah, it goes on the buffer, which makes sense. What's up, KY? KY, welcome back. And numero uno. reading. Sound of files. With file. It doesn't actually read from the file, right? Or does it? Yeah, what's up? What's up? Hubba. How I Met Your Mother. I need to remember. I thought I'd read from the pack. Why am I writing directly from the file? Or maybe I am reading directly from the file because I gave up on packing the sounds. Oh, I did give up on packing the sounds. Really? I guess so. Huh. Interesting, but okay. Fine, so I can just read it straight up. Gonna have to take this out. Only the sound effects, music files are not packed for some reason. All right. I see. I'm just doing accumulation here on the buffer, right? Yeah, I see. And then I'm reading from the file into the buffer, right? Yes. Fair enough. File. Good. Well, now just reading the entire music buffer, which with files isn't much. Yeah, like 2 megs or so. Okay. Pack it into that, it's fine. Okay. Read the thing. Og. What's up, Kaya? Welcome back. How's C++ study going? Okay, read that. Got bored. Fair enough. create some music using AI, which is actually pretty decent, honestly. Pretty decent. Given the poor quality of most sound creators today, it's actually not bad. Finished function, starting classes. Pro tip, the best way to use C++ is just a touch of class, maybe even skip classes entirely, only just think about structs only. And only do basic templates for arrays. Everything else, higher than that, you can just ignore. Like in this code, there's nothing fancy here. Okay, so fine, read this buffer. Wait, but how do I assign it to that's what it is? Oh, I read it after here. Read from buffer, blah, blah, blah. Read dot chunks. In the end, I create the buffer here. Aha, yes. I remember now. So in the end, I shove this here, the sound file. I see. I see what's going on up in here. So let's... 10 hours technical interview. They're having you first do like 1 hour of like AI verification. We need like 3 cameras from different angles. And wave your hands like a monkey. Install some kind of virus in your machine to verify you're not hacking anything. Not pretending to be an AI. So I'm using. So I don't really want to read the whole thing here for sure. I have to wait. I do need to wait. Right. That's system voice. Then create music voice. Yeah. Update on this, sound matrices, fair. Not gonna need to do any of that, but I don't mind this. But first of all, let's just make sure sound error. Bum. Show music editor. Okay. I don't know. It's really more like a debugger, but it's fine. The flags menu bar. Menu bar. I guess, maybe. For now, I just want to do... Now, what can I show? I can show this. File. I don't care about that. Might not even need it. Fundamentals all of C++. Nice. 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 It is good indeed. Good indeed. Because honestly, despite everything, C++ is still the best language when it comes to all the tooling and all the applications for it. A bunch of other languages try to do something else, but they give up leg and an arm to do something else. Leg and an arm. Alright, let's just see if I can at least read this part so that we are good. Fail to read. Oh. That would be a problem. It's not the name that I need this. Wait. Oh, no. I need to read the file, not that. Okay. Get that going, which is nice. Oh, I'm not trying the right thing. Oh, name. Oh. Get here. At the very least, I need a pointer to where that buffer's at. Plus save set. Yeah. To do for this sound pack. Until then, I need. Where's my buffer at? Probably need a review, right? Yes, let's do a review. Valiga, what you doing here? Dude, I've been trolling Axe so hard. I just come in, I drop the comments about controller people, and they freak the F out, dude. You know, I always thought in the West, the most hated person in the whole history was Hitler, but it's not true. The most hated person and people are resellers of controllers. Dude, nothing triggers them more than that. Holy crap. Absolutely nothing else will trigger them as much as that. Real indeed. Dude. I get like so much engagement with that I don't care, but it's so funny. So funny. Okay, it's time to use the good work of, I forgot again the guy's name already, the Nothings, which is Sean Barrett. No, Sean Barrett better have like guns, dude. With a last name like Barrett, you need to have a gun. What's up, Leva? What's cracking? What's up, V8? Can't buy Steam controller anyway. Don't ship to Serbia. Yeah, dude. If a Steam controller was like $500 to $600, there would be no MedRush. The payment processes, payment services would have worked just fine. Nobody'd be complaining about that. People will be whining about how much they cost, but it costs that much anyway. If you actually want to buy a Steam controller right now, you do have to shell out probably $600 easy. Because I'll bet you there's sellers actually few and far between. On eBay, it's probably like single individuals for like $300. Sure, it's nothing. Okay, data buffer. Start. I need to call this something else, by the way. Start of new AUG. You can call them AUG shoes. It's kind of interesting chatting with AI about which sound format to use. So far, when I'm listening to music, I'm not noticing much of a difference. Like the original is like 30 megs, and then I squash it hard down to like 2 megs. Which means like if 2 megabytes per 3 minute of song, I can just keep that in memory loaded 24/7 and not give a single front door. Which reminds me, some Unity bros are whining that the game was stuttering because they needed to preload a musical song. What kind of nonsense is that? It's barely 2 megabytes of nothing. Yeah, it's better than Google, that's true. It's true. That tells you how far Google has fallen. So many engineers, so much underpaid, so few hours work per week, and failed on AI. Yeah. No, at this point, AI is 1,000 times better than search. Holy crap. In some way, I'm very lucky that I started to work on this game just as the rise of AI was beginning 2.5 years ago. It's been so helpful. AI coding is mostly useless, but AI learning is amazing. I think the biggest function I have, like I think this function is Like 90% to 80% was written by AI. Because I needed to write me a std function without any heap allocation. And doing that from scratch would have been too much of a pain in the ass. But I was able to get something going here. Well, even then, I had to do a bunch of work. Like, maybe I can find... Let's see if I can find it. See if I can find that thread when I was asking AI to make me implementation for this. Std function... No. Look at all those discussions I have with AI. Do I need to do implement? Maybe we need to do at heap. Bro, find a thread. It's not gonna find. I have too much stuff. Maybe this. But I think about game engine started blocking AI from being used, which I've seen the opposite. Like Unity is pushing AI hard. Yeah, like, dude, this is me poking at SD function. Like, dude, I don't want to allocate SD function. How can I do it without this? And this was a crap answer. Where would it be? Where would it be? This might be it. Yeah, look at this. Limitations of the function that has no heap allocation. How far ago was this? This was just over a year ago. Just a year ago. So this is kind of gave me a pretty decent base, so I'm largely still the same. Well, I had to rework it pretty hard to make it fit me. But still the base is the same. I didn't change that a whole lot. Just some minor stuff. What did he actually change? A bunch of statics that starts later added or something. I did have to rewrite all of his GT forward. Yeah, it's pretty good at teaching stuff. Yeah. But this was mainly worked almost right away. I think there was a bunch of compilation errors I had to fix for a while. Sometimes I get, oh yeah, the operator new. I really want to get rid of a new thing. Now that took some fighting. I don't remember what it did. Because I have a rule that I don't want to use to have any nasty STL headers. I feel like it's boring of AI. Yeah, good luck if I do it. AI actually makes it more difficult to use. Because it's very easy to generate a bunch of slop that doesn't compile. It runs like crap. And then you cannot understand it at all. So no. AI makes it easy to use if you're basically a engineer plus. If you're a beginner, AI is not going to help you much. Not much at all. Yeah, so first I was complaining about compile errors for a while. Like, look at this. Look, it generated this code, which is kind of okay, like 90% there. But getting to that last 10%, you better know your stuff, man. You better know your stuff. Like, a bunch of compilation errors that was whining at. Dude, I'll spend so much time fighting removing include new because I did not want to pay. Yeah, because I wanted to include new in place new without STL headers. No, that was a pain. Oh yeah, I was getting a bunch of issues for a while. It was suggesting me some nasty ass stuff. Like, dude, no, I'm not touching that. So I definitely ignored all that. And gave me a bunch more crap, still some error. Like, yeah, dude, that wasn't helpful. Blah, 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 I don't care. No more compilation issues. Oh, this is when I was applying it to my ECS. That was sprinkling stuff that wasn't directly necessary. A lot of his stuff is kind of like talking to Rubber Duck. A lot of it is mostly useless. Well, learning about how to do concepts was kind of cute. But for the most part, just so... It's like 90% there, and after that it was a bunch of garbage. But C++ template is such a pain ass to figure out. Like, dude, I don't have any knowledge to keep in mind all this triple doubts on where to put them in what way. But this seems to be working now. Roblox games. Good, good. What's up, Lee? Roblox game is made for 3-year-olds, so yeah, you better be making some AIs. But I bet the guy who made of AI was not a beginner. I bet you. Anyway, I think this is... Where's I'm going here? Let's see, I want to see this thing. Data buffer. Here's a pointer which I don't care for. I guess I'll just say size for now. And see if we get it. Thing new placement. Placement new is of course C++ language feature. You'd think, but using that without requiring include new header file is a giant pain in the ass. I think I did get rid of it in the end. I don't remember actually. Like I left it there, but I'm pretty sure I got rid of it. Because my whole project no longer has any kind of new. I don't remember how I did it though. Because I eventually won the battle. The only thing I couldn't get rid of was initialize your list. That one was too difficult to get rid of. And this one, which is pretty minor header file, so this one doesn't like concern me too much. Well, the VC runtime gets a little bit, but this is all pretty nothing. It's nothing burger. I don't remember how to get rid of std new, but it did. It did it. Oh, yeah. I don't remember, dude. It's almost like 170,000 lines of C++ code at this point. 2.5 years or so. So... done a lot of stuff. I don't remember exactly how. I would have to go back like in history or stuff. But yeah, I don't have any new anywhere. If I just search new, I just don't have anything. Oh, look at that email. GUI mentions this. Defining a custom placement new with a custom parameter allows us to bypass including new or some platform complaints of user. Yeah. So even IMGUI had to fight the same battle. Did I do the same thing somewhere? I don't remember. Oh, I did. Yep. To avoid including new. Exactly. No, just this. And you can even find the same comment in the IMGUI. Look at this. They did the same. Oh, they passed an additional parameter to be cute. That's cute. That is actually a cute approach. I was not aware of this. You can pass twice? Wow. Today I learned. So you can just pass an additional crap into it. That's something. That is something. But yeah, this does it. That took some battle. But eventually, I was victorious. Alright, let's see. That looks reasonable. Yeah, 1.7 megs. Works for me. Works for me. Data buffer size. I could try to do a difference just to be cute. I could. What are you gonna want here actually? Let's see. I should fly. Wait a sec, Mr. AI, I have a question. I think I already asked this before. Does printf format have a way to add commas for large integers? I don't think so. Maybe I have my own UI for that. I mean, I have utility for my own of that. Yeah, not the standard crap. For Windows. Fine, I'll just do it myself. I did myself. Number of commas. Yeah. Okay. And whoopsie. Okay. Let me call it in there. And size. Okay. Okay. I'm good at this. This might be a good checkpoint actually. Third party edition. First steps for music. Plenty of work's gonna be done in music stuff. During development, what is the most hardest thing to tackle in your project? With that AI, a lot of stuff was hard, especially ray tracing. GPU debugging is generally the most pain, honestly. I mean, really the most complex part is making a fun game that will sell well. That's by far the largest part. But if you mean purely technical side, AI has made all those problems a lot easier. So if you're me, we already have like freaking 20 years of C++ experience of various disciplines. Nothing's really that hard, just a matter of time. And yeah, I can help debug things anyway. Alright, so now we have that. So, is it time? For now, I need some kind of proofreader. Let me see. I want play music. Well, let's be smart about this. Play. Yeah. Actually, since I have this, I don't need this anymore. Yeah. You know what? I can just do this. It's nice to have your own string class, so you can have it just the right way as opposed to nasty SSTL string. Okay. Let's have play. So now that will do this. Alright, this will require some restart. Let me compile that. Okay, so now. You know what? It's actually faster to do this way. Except, it does that crap. Excuse me? Why didn't you guess the right way, son? Okay. Alright, mister, I'm gonna need your assistance one more time. You, sir, are getting moved. Who needs references when you can just ask, yeah, I had to load stuff in using this, yes. Decodes the entire file, put the data interleaved. I have questions. You don't actually decode the whole thing, or do you? Right. This was not clear from this. It sounds like it does the whole thing. Really decode the whole file? What if I want just a few first seconds? Open file section, seek frame. Doesn't decode. Wait, is this linked to this or to this? Wait, is this a weird standard where the comment follows after the function method? Because here it's on top. Oh, I'm so confused. Why would there be an empty line here? As if it's inside. I mean, it does say decode. I think it must mean to this. Yeah, that looks like full decode. This is a link to that, whatever. You guys are weird. You guys are weird. Yeah, it's so weird that it switches it. Switches a style from to go from. Yeah, it really does do this. Wow. Okay. Then it does it this way. Fine. Whatevs, man. Whatevs. At least I can go back to this. Best viewers. Hell yeah. The best. That's fair. Open memory. Nice. Oh, like C++, I can just interface if C stuff and have no problems. Gives me location buffer back. Creates a home decoder. This must be the entire stream. Fair. Hey, sir. That I remember reading about this earlier. If you pass a non-null buffer and you type below, looks like you can pass a null into it, huh? Oh, Z. Yeah. Okay. Coder. What is the problem? I guess I didn't have a. There. This feels like it should just be shoved in here. Bro, it's the usual fight. I don't want to stop being the header, but I kinda have to. But I don't want to do. I don't want to. Can I just like? Decoder. Decoder? Hardly newer. No, you're gonna complain. You are gonna complain, aren't you? Okay, how about this? No. Yeah, it does the whole thing. It's so annoying. So annoying. Do I really do void pointer? I guess I'll do a quick void pointer for now. There. Yes. Oh, all right. And Nicolita, welcome back. Okay, fine. I have to read a few seconds after. It seems like decode memory does the whole thing. Do I have a rough percentage of a complete game? No, I have a rough percentage of how much of my savings I've spent so far. That's really the main thing I care about. I don't know, man. Maybe 2-3 more years. Maybe, I'll see. Or at least not left, but for the game. The game probably needs 2-3 more years. I can work longer than that. But we'll see. We'll see. For all I know, I'm just going to keep going until I run out of all my savings in a lot longer time. So far, every year has been worth it in terms of training and the game quality. It's been especially helpful to keep track of. What's up, Easy? I've been at it for 2.5 years, I would say. A little over 2. Get info is the first thing. Yeah, I like that. I like that. STB Forbes. Get info. Bro. I'm just gonna rename your ass. No? What do you want? Info. Oh, it needs a cast. Yeah. How much did I save? I saved a bunch after Amazon. A bunch. Plenty to make this game. Plenty. But if not, I can always just go back to working for Amazon. Yeah, thanks, man. You can already play out the playtest. I actually updated the playtest yesterday. It was a new minor thing. Give me a controller. This is not a Steam controller. Good. The new thing now is that the doors are new, and there's a world animation going on when you open the door. Yeah, dude. Not having to deal with coworkers is a minor thing. More painful thing was dealing with managers, promotion, all that crap, yearly performance reviews, bunch of dumbass meetings, code reviews, which take days to approve your code change. Because before that, these walls are indestructible. No, but now you can actually just break through walls a whole bunch of different ways. All bunch of different ways. Oh, there's a bug of weird direction for laser. I was a senior engineer at Amazon, so I can also go back to being senior engineer at Amazon again, which would pay a lot of money again. So worst case, if I decide to, you know what, I still want to continue making the game, just need more savings, fine. Go back to Amazon for another year or 2. Save up a bunch again, go back to the game. Well, I'd have to talk in the interview, making sure I get to keep the intellectual property in between, which is kind of concerning. Anyway, that's a playtest. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Info. Get the info, which makes sense. Information about the file. Some parade channels. Ooh, memory acquired. That's cute. Worst case scenario being installed in Amazon, yeah. Or somewhere else. Maybe Facebook Meta. is a decent option. Although I think Facebook's been firing like crazy left and right. Amazon might be more general. The only problem, I'm gonna be bored as hell there again, because when I used to work for Amazon for 7 years, at least they had Amazon Game Studios, you could work for games. But nowadays, that department is gone forever. So I have to be regular web dev. Which, hey, it's a little small price to pay. Wait a second. I kinda. Alright, while I do all this, I actually have a question. I need a way to reference in the header without including stb vorbis.c. Ain't working. So I might need something cuter. It knows what I mean. But this, I actually want to do it right, or I wonder how much memory it's using. Because I generally don't like to heap allocate, but I'm going to let it fly for now. Yeah. I can't even include this in the header file, huh? Fine. I don't like this. Except don't like this. Oh yeah. I could use some helping for this. Okay. Mimicking what? Mimicking this. Did I really misspell this? Yes. Is it too hard finding a job for juniors? No idea, man. I haven't been a junior a long ass time. No idea. Oh. Acquired. Yeah, I don't care for you. This one is actually proper int. Alright. Boyfriend. Yeah. Likely was able to skip all that crap. channels. Frame size. What else? And this. Alright, this one I'm feeling too lazy. Is there? Okay, okay. Just need to be a little careful. I need to wrap it up somehow, don't I? Don't I? Do I have on register? I do. I do. Good. Where's this thing? What's it called? Release or something? Free? Bruh. What is it? Open memory. Just gonna open. Release free. Close. Close, yes. Nothing here. Yeah. Yeah. Looks good. Okay. So at this point, at least, I can do this. Okay. Back to decoding. Let's get the info, channel, sample rate. Brave browser. It's brave of you, man. I've tried it a few times. I've used Opera on and on for years, but briefly each time. So far, Chrome is still better overall. Maybe when somebody actually writes a decent engine from scratch, there'll be a difference. But right now they're using the same damn engine, so... Except maybe Opera has its own one. I don't remember. Opera might be one of the few older ones that has its own engine. Seconds to read. So frames is sample rate times seconds. Oh, okay. Interleaf PCM. Yeah, yeah. Right. Right. Get samples, sure interleaved. Channels. That's the offset. Total frames. Fair. It's a decent thing, so I just do this. Okay. Guess number of samples. That's really frame boundary. Zero at nothing. Okay. Fair. Shorts. Someone's referencing this one, huh? Guess number of shorts makes sense. Wait a second, do I need to double this? Do you take channels into account? Frame is left. Yeah, I don't need to times the channel. I don't need to time the channel. Wait, what? No, channels. I'm more confused. If you're passing channels, buffer plus number of shorts. Wait. Let me see, what am I getting for Mr. Wave data? Do I get a float or a short? Yeah, short. Okay. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, short. What's it doing here? It's doing short as well, which is fine. Really need to be casted. You just have to be casted. Or is it the const thing? Hope it's not. Really, bro? I was just hoping. I was hoping. Yeah, it's the const thing. Why is this a const? Oh. Yeah, it's the C thing. You know what? Fine. Screw you. Screw you. No? Oh, do you want something else? What do you want? Wait, so you need to be careful. This is double the size. Double the size. You know what? Fine. Okay. It returns what? I think number of samples read. Number of shorts. There. Gets frames rate. Yes, yes. Oh, the buffer is the out. That's the out. How does it figure out how much there is to do? Ah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. We don't need much. Right. Yeah, that'll fly much better. Frames. It seems reasonable first try. I don't want to do all that fancy stuff. I do want to size it though. Size. Shorts. Why do I wrap all my own code in your own namespace? Simple. That way it doesn't collide with something else. So that way I can use whatever name I want, and because it's inside my namespace, it doesn't collide with some random third-party library or visual or Windows API or anything else. It's a nice safe precaution. It doesn't take much. Because that's what C has to do. Like, look at all the crap that C has to do to deal with this. Everything must be prefixed to this crap everywhere. Right? See all this stuff? All the major API calls have to be prefixed to a bunch of STB stuff. Because C does namespaces. It has to do prefix and the names directly. But not in C++. Okay, I got that. Set frames aside. Is it really just straight up as that? I suppose so. I suppose so. Yeah. X buffer. X buffer. Yep. Yep. Music voice. And pass this in. Right. The size of that makes some sense. I haven't gotten to that scale, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, one of the things you cannot namespace is macros. It's the unfortunate part. I don't want to full expand this out. I might want to do full expand. Hello, thank you. Oh, what the hell's do full expand? End of stream. Oh yeah, loop thing. It's cute, but for now, I'll stick with that. Is fine. Remember, where's the return? Sir, do you return anything useful? I think you do. I do, yes. Everybody else namespaces. There was one time at my work I actually had to do. There was, for some reason, the same library was being included twice. And the only decent solution given time was to have exactly the same library twice, which is compiled slightly differently with different options. So I had to provide different namespace for one of them, even though it's the same library. Otherwise, you get some random ass runtime errors. But only optimized build, not a debug build. I wasted like 3 days figuring that crap out. Then some senior engineer walked by. I was like, oh yeah, it's probably one of those namespace collision things. Bam. I was mad. Loop thing, interesting. I might have to look into that. Alright. It's time to do the first poking the bear. Yeah, I was actually mad. I was like talking to myself that whole time. It was no bueno. Alright. I might actually hear something once I debug into it. So there's a chance. Well, I don't think I do any start Do it again. Much need 144. Oh. This doesn't actually make sense. Hold on. Doesn't take channels into account. Info channels, right? Right? Show me the size. Frames times channels, yes. Frames to read, I get that. It's actually going to be a bit more than that for buffer. Oh. What the hell? Mama worked there? Oh, it's alignment. It took alignment in there. No wonder. Let's give it a megabyte. Give it a megabyte. Let's roll. It's building hellhole. Honestly, I don't have any problems. CMake's been pretty happy for me. CMake just generates a Visual Studio thing, and then from there it's Visual Studio building stuff. CMake has been nice and easy. I don't have any complaints for build times or build things. In fact, it's so nice when I actually build the game, actually compile, process shaders, copy assets, produce asset packs, and then copy the whole thing out into ready to go folders. So it's been very nice. All right, let's try it again. 288, okay. What do we get? We got some shorts. We got a lot of shorts. Would you like to wear some shorts? End of stream. The buffer should hang around. Now, the unfortunate thing, I might not actually hear anything. Don't need to start it. Wait, what? Oh, it's a different thing. Fine. Take this boil. Yeah, Simi is very well integrated Visual Studio. It restarts itself, which has been just a very smooth experience, honestly. The only problem about that song is I think it's too quiet the first 3 seconds, so I'm not gonna hear nothing, right? Because that's Cosmic Drift. Yeah, it's too quiet first 3 seconds. I need to skip into middle. Okay, let's see. How to sample from the middle of a song without following the channels. An interleave pattern. At least for now I can test if this actually returns without too many complaints. Yeah, Mr. AI. Result okay, result okay. I should actually play it, but I'm gonna need to poke it in the center, in the middle somewhere. Seek. The PCM frame index and decode. Bro, stop giving me the scrap code. Start frame. Number of seconds times sample rate. Frames wanted. Start frame. Seek. Let's go seek. Seek frame, seek start. Simple frame, simple number. It feels like a wrapper. Sample number. Seek frame, which is that. Yeah. Forget about providing nasty C++ wrappers of STL. I don't use that. I mean, that sounds like the same frames. Max frame size. Explain elements. Special max frame size. The 4 to take into account both the sampling rate and the number of channels. Not channels. Okay. I guess it'll be an easy way to figure it out. Fair enough. Dude, what the hell is this printing? That's a lot of stuff. Take care, man. Take care. Go with some e-girls. Nice. Nice. That's respectable. That is respectable. Right. Maximum number of PCM samples per channel for one frame. Cannot put. Oh, you can pass. After opening, while parsing headers, while decoding frames. There. All right. So just seconds times sample rate. How do I? What if I want to sample from the middle? Is there a way to tell how long the audio is. I didn't see it there. But let's say for now to keep it simple. Do seek. Excuse me? Oh. Give it like 40 seconds into it. Don't take channels into account. Is that true? Do we try anything interesting? Sure. That's 0 when it's beyond the end of file. I think 0 means it's failed. Seek to file, seek past the end of audio. Maybe. Maybe. So result 1 seems Gucci. I was fully muted too, that's cool. Nope. Hey. 3 seconds, there you go. Well, I had a successful mission to get started. That was an hour and a half to get the first music played for 3 seconds. Okay. Now, as far as the length goes, total length, lengthening samples. Ooh. Let's see if that's correct. Let us see. Okay. I can get behind that. Give me this. So I might as well save both the seconds and samples. So forced D, so samples is means means values for all channels for 1 frame. One value for 1 channel, 1 frame. It's to be divided by channels. to be divided by channels. And by the rate to get seconds. Let me see. Non-samples. So number of samples divided by so what I got? Got a bunch here, got 109 here, got 89. I don't know, that seems off. You don't divide but by channels. Yeah. Samples per channel. Oh, per channel. It does it per channel. That makes sense. Not really, but I'll take it. Whole length of the stream, but doesn't say it is per channel, but fine. Fine. Per channel. Excuse me, sir. I want my breakpoint. Okay. Got total 179, 179. Okay, now it makes sense. Fine. Fine. Might as well shove it here. Total number of samples. What's unsigned int? That's Mm-hmm. Can I just do like half here? No, I don't. Okay. So now, don't care about this. Yes, don't care. Mm-hmm. 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 Bum bum bum. We need to work on that setting now, honestly. For music. Mm-hmm. Can you give less than what I asked for? Even in the middle of the song? Fair enough. Fair enough. Dune streaming, end of stream. Guess now I'm curious to measure. So curious. Just how long is this taking? Right. I guess float anyway. Bro. Yeah, 11 milliseconds, huh? Definitely not cheap. Definitely not cheap. Hey, look at that spike. Look at that spike. So that definitely needs to go on a thread. As expected. Mm-hmm. 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 Question. Did I link it up against... Which bus did I link? Which boss has it? Extra boss. Data boss. But I thought... Must be only connected on this. Yeah. Maybe? Yes. Output voice. Oh, it goes to here and the bus goes. Bus goes. Voices. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Deal with the FX volume control. Anything else? Don't think so. No. Okay. Music. It's up to us. Starvinkibully. Like that. Okay. Shove it in here. Really? Well, I'll have it now. Boom. Music bus. Seems good. Working in music currently. First thing is the volume control. Or rather, next thing. Let's grab this. 2-bit. Music track. It's removed. Oh, exactly same position, because I don't use the vertical thing yet, huh? That might need some. Okay. That's a victory. Um, let's do it. Control group. Put it in the center, put it like here. I just want to see what it's going to be temporarily. Vertical alignment check. All group, good. Now master goes first. It's a 1, 2, 3. And last. Okay. Okay. Now make sure to go too much. Ooh, that was not good. That was destructive. Mm-hmm. One, two, 3. Yeah, because that one shouldn't matter. Why does it go beyond it? So weird. 0, 1, 2, 3. Weird. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. The music. Good enough for now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bunch of stuff going down on X. Indeed, indeed. So, okay. So now onto streaming music. Do you have this? Okay. For now. Playing. Hmm. Maybe for now, I don't want to do control. I just want to start a song. Well, something like this. What is new about the game? Most recent addition is that the world is becoming a bit more dynamic when you open doors. It also technically a podium, so this actually goes through Steam leaderboard, so you can see how far has somebody has gotten in the game. I need to zoom in the camera automatically when you get close here. You can tell the name of your Steam name, who got where, into what level. And they get some animations for the walls now. The healing factor. Right now, working on the music system. So for example, now if you open doors, it's kind of before like this was completely indestructible. Polishing is definitely fun, yeah. Then boom, the walls get replaced with something you can actually destroy, so you actually completely ignore the door. It has a big effect when you fight bosses, because now the boss will no longer be stopped by this door frame. Before you might be able to, but now it just kind of gets destroyed. Oh, wait a second. Is that door not spawning chunks? I was wondering why this gets weird looking. Polishing is definitely fun. That's how you find all the fun. Okay, because on here... No, I guess it does spawn them. Just kind of weird order. They're still fun playing the game times. Actually, yeah. So I was able to get to like zone 23. Well, this is just the beginning. As they're working at more and more features in the game. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, so now... So first of all, I'm going to need a thread. I'm going to need a thread. Display here. Yes. Stop. Yeah, okay. I guess for now I can just do a quick... I'll go here. Biggest fear. It become boring while develop it. Well, that's why you have to make sure you pick something you actually enjoy. Something you enjoy working on for years. Because a lot of devs just burn out, just don't liking the game. Which, yeah. I forgot how to stop something. I guess just stop. It looks like it's just stop. And flags. What? Excuse me. But I wanted to stop. Oh, did I say start? I did say start. Operation set. Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to fade it out so it doesn't have that bump. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So music thread. Music thread. To work with the music thread. What they do in such a way when I'm not freaking creating memory all the time? But looks like it's up to me how much I read. How much I read. Is that the work function? Call that. Right. Hmm. Is there a shutdown thing I do? Not here. I'm gonna have to add that. Milliseconds. Should be fair. Something like that should be fine. And here I could. Let's see. Who do I need? Hmm. Right. And then here. Which means at least that's the basic setup. Oh. Bro, enough. What was to do with a lock, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. No default constructor available. Didn't really create any copy for it. Is that gonna fly? Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I don't know. It looks like it wasn't actually initialized. But I thought it would, but it's not. But it is not. Huh. Okay. In that case, I don't know. The way I wrote it is really not really made to be inside a container, to be honest. To be honest. Well, maybe I'll try one more time. Try one more time. It does get here. It does go in here. Ooh. Okay. So we're good. I guess we're good. What's up, JV? Welcome back. Up, go up. Go up. So this one is good. Hey, hey, hey. Now, is that running on the thread now? If it is... Why do I see a spike in here, dude? No, 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 no. Oh, it's because I'm holding a lock. That's no bueno. It is not good. It is not good. You know what? This one doesn't really get modified, so I don't really need this. Holding a lock. No, it needs to be more refined. I think this needs to happen once I read it, and then I go in here. Then do this. Oh, I'll just restart. It almost looked like the code didn't actually fully compile. I do not want any frame hiccups. There you go. Yeah. So now music decoding happens on the thread, so there's no spikes. Good, good. Now the basics works. I'm gonna need to do a ring of a couple of buffers. A ring of a couple of buffers. Right. And more than that. It's a callbacks thing. It's callbacks. Oh, right now this doesn't do anything. Really? Yeah, it really doesn't do anything. Buffer start, stop, and all this. Oh. Well, I suppose it's a good thing. I suppose. Yeah, it's not being used at all. But now I need to know when a buffer is finished playing. What tells me when a buffer finished playing? Because I'll need 3 buffers. One, it's currently playing. The second one, it'll be ready to go. And the third one, I'm loading in on the thread. On buffer end. Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Buffer, Mr. Buffer, Mr. Buffer. Actually, I think I can size it precisely. Because let's say the buffer is It's say like 1 second of a buffer. Simple buffer size. Seconds times default sample rate. 20 channels or not? I think I need channels. I think I need channels, which I do. Stereo channel. How big is this? 96. Is that how much I got? Well, that time was loading 3 seconds. Let's do now. Maybe even half a second. But one divides cleanly for sure. Throwing buffer in there, good. There's no this. Multiply by 10 is kind of big. Kind of big. I don't want to put it there, to be honest. To be honest. No, I need something else. Okay. Exec index. Right. Needs to know where it's at. The starting sample. From sample. Where in the audio data to start from? Right, so I can just pump it into that. So this thing is not too big. What is that? A meg and a half? That's fine. Potentially mixing the two. If I have two musics on two voices going into the music bus, do I get blending from that? Yeah, I believe that's what I do. Let me see. Submix voice, yeah, okay. Good. 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 Good indeed. Yeah. Crossfade, good. Good. Okay. Yes. But I think it's time for food break. Slash, think I shall return tomorrow. Till then, GG. See if I can raid some tiny channel somewhere. Let's see who is on. Maybe Mr. Colton is on. It's not, but Arte is on. TB. It's fine. Until tomorrow or later time.